Okay, so Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. So my name is Nurul Husna binti Husni. So I'm from semester 8B. So today, me and my group mates, we're going to present on the leadership in education and industry. Mm, Okay, so these are actually the learning outcomes where at the end of this presentation, you should be able to define leadership, and followers. And then after that, you should be able to assess 4 different types of leadership style. Um, okay, first thing first, this is actually the definition of the leadership. So leadership is actually the process of individual in influencing or directing the other people in his group to achieve the desired goals by using his maturity, position, skill, experience, and discretion. So basically, leadership is all about an individual influencing and directing the other people. Next is leader. So the leader is actually the person who influence the other people. And then we have leadership style. So leadership style is actually the quality or the style that the leader used to influence and direct the other people. Okay, and then we have the followers. So the followers is actually the subordinate to the leader. Okay, in easiest word, followers is actually those people who work for the leader. Okay. Mm, okay, so there will be 3 elements in leadership. So the first one is leader, and then we have the followers and the situation. So leaders is actually the most important element in leadership because uh, there will be no leadership without a leader. And then we have the followers. So the followers is actually equally important in leadership as um, because a leader cannot lead if there's no followers. And then we have the situation. So situation is actually the events or any events that distinguish the leaders and from the non-leaders. And next, we have 2 approaches that was used to study leadership. So the first approach is trait approach. So trait approach is actually referring to the quality of the individual. Okay, where they look into someone's education, qualification, intelligence, maturity, motivation, their commitment in doing their job, how they socializing, how they connect with other people, and how actually they solve a problem. So that is actually the trait approach. Okay, so next is we have the situational and environmental approach. So this approach where the environment could enhance the emergence of leadership quality. So this is where the individual or the leader could identify opportunity. It means that the leader should know how to uh, turn the problem into an opportunity. It means that that particular person need to know how to take an advantage of a situation and change it into something uh, valuable or useful. Okay, and then next is these are actually 5 leadership style that was identified by Blake in 1964. So we have laissez-faire, country club, autocratic, middle of the road, democratic, team management. So these 5 leadership will be explained by my other group mates. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi and assalamualaikum to Dr. Rosli and my beloved friends. Okay, my name is Muhammad Azhar Hakim and I will proceed to the topic of leadership in the organization. Okay, I will proceed to the leadership styles in organization. As we know, there are a few styles in the management, which means the organization itself. Okay, I will explain for the first one, which is a laissez-faire style of leadership. In this style, the leader concerns little on the products and his subordinates, which is the leader prefers to avoid conflicts within the organization. They only follows the rule of the book and seldom uses his discretion. He is very protective of himself. And also, the leader gives a very little guidance to subordinates who are left on their own without any proper direction towards their job, which means the subordinate are being left alone and they need to do their own job without the guidance from the leader. And there are face-to-face relationship between the leader and subordinates, which is are too limited. Okay, for the next one is country club style of leadership. Okay, this style is very different from the first one, which is the leader give extra care to subordinate. The leader does not care much about the products, but they give all support and defense to their subordinate, which is very positive. And there are harmonious relationship between subordinates, which is the primary concern of the leader. Okay, the next one is the autocratic style of leadership. In this style, there are very negative thinking from the leader itself, because they are only concerned about the product, no matter what happens to subordinates. Which is the leader care less his subordinates, because what matter most is the products of the subordinates produce. Which is this leader only think about their business and about the money. The leader only wants his subordinate to be like a robot, just doing a job. Um, and the leader wants subordinate to sustain their efficiency at all times and get productive more and more. And they tends to be very strict at all through. Okay, for the next style, my teammate will explain more about it. Alright, thank you.
My name is Nur Atira binti Abdul Rashid and I'm from class 8B. So I will explain about the middle of the road style of leadership and also democratic leadership. So the middle of the road style of leadership, the leader is too protective to extend that they like to delay decisions. So this quite often he adopts a wait and see attitude. So the fear of making mistakes makes the leader to loses his direction and become indecisive. So some leaders of this type care both production and the welfare of his subordinates, which is a positive, or just the opposite, which is the negative aspects of it. So most often, such leadership is rendered as a no principle, as he could not make his own stand or his own decision, right? So next will be the democratic style of leadership. So this is also known as a team management. So the leader is concerned with the production as much as he or she is concerned with his or her subordinates. A democratic leader believes that happy workers is more committed and productive. Therefore, a democratic leader facilitates discussion with his or her subordinates before completing a task. So everyone is encouraged to contribute physically and mentally towards the job. The success of any project is taken as the success of the whole team, right? So the understanding enhances higher commitment among team members is encouraged to contribute physically and mentally towards the job. So democratic leadership upholds the spirit of teamwork. All right, so this is, a bit, a little debate. So here's a little debate. So which of the following leadership style that you have known just now is the effective in an educational leadership? So for me, I think the most effective leadership style would be democratic leadership style, in an educational leadership, because students and teachers should be connect, and teachers should be know how to take care of the students' welfare, and also know each of his or her students, because some students are privileged and some students are not privileged. For example, during this pandemic, usually we have online classes, right? So most of the time, the privileged one will have the best internet connection, while some are not privileged, such as Viviana cases, which is she has to climb up a tree to have a better internet connection, right? So teachers should take that into account to be fair to all the students. All right, moving on to the next one would be power. So power is the uh, ability to control the behavior of the others. One who cannot control others, he is powerless. So power may be exercised blatantly or subtly, legally or illegally, justly or unjustly. So power may be derived from any of a number of resources, such as wealth, prestige, numbers, or organizational efficiency. So it is ultimate basis in the ability to compel obedience. So the next one would be legitimacy. So legitimacy in the belief that a political system invalid and justified. So power, therefore, in considered legitimate only of people generally recognize that those who apply it have the right to do so. So for example, a government official, aristocrat, or someone is believed to have been inspired by God. So the next slide will be presented by my teammate. All right, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Afrina Afsa, and I am from semester 8B. Alright, so we are going to go through the types of authority in organization. But first of all, we are going to know what is authority. Okay, so here, authority is a form of power whose legitimacy is recognized by those to whom it is applied. So it is considered illegitimate if people believe that those who apply it do not to have the right to do so. So perhaps they are acting illegally or they hold no public office. So the simple things that we want to know about the authority is they are actually the power or right to give order, make decisions, to enforce the obedience, and also they are having administrative power and control. So in this authority, they will have like 3 types of authority that we are going to go through together. The first one is traditional authority, in which authority is legitimized by customs and a long-standing belief in the natural right to rule, or it is actually a form of leadership in which the authority of an organization largely tied to tradition or custom. So for example, the kings, it is because it always been in that way, like it was a nature. So the second one is charismatic authority, in which authority is legitimized by belief in the personal qualities of the leader. Authority is based on the leader's strength of personality and inspiration. So, this type of authority is a concept of leadership developed by the German sociologist Max Weber. It involves a type of organization or a leadership in which authority derives from the charisma of the leader. As for example, the Hitler, the Napoleon. The third one is legal rational authority, which power is legitimate by written rules and procedures that define the rights and obligations of the leader. These rules and procedures are found in written constitution and set of laws that have been agreed upon. So, legal rational authority is actually, it's something like it not based on the person or even the characteristic of the person itself. It is actually set in some standard, and it is actually common in our life. For example, the police, the law, the court, we find it common in our daily life. That's all about the types of organization. I think that's all from us. Thank you.